One wrong decision, and he was swallowed by the jungle. Yossi Ghinsberg was left alone in the Amazon, hunted by nature, haunted by hunger. Every step was a fight to live. This is what it takes to survive the unforgiving rainforest. In the annals of human endurance, few tales grip the imagination quite like that of Yossi Ghinsberg. His harrowing journey into the heart of the Bolivian Amazon rainforest in 1981 would become a testament to the indomitable spirit of survival. At just 22 years old, Ghinsberg embarked on an adventure that would push him to the absolute brink of human limits. This was not merely a trek, it was a plunge into one of the planet's most formidable and unforgiving environments. The Amazon, a vast, emerald labyrinth, held both an irresistible allure and an inherent, deadly peril. For Ghinsberg and his companions, it promised discovery, but delivered an ordeal beyond their wildest nightmares. Their initial plan was deceptively simple: to explore the uncharted depths of the jungle. Yet, beneath this veneer of adventure lay a more tangible, glittering objective. The true prize they sought, the driving force behind their perilous expedition, was the elusive promise of gold. Yossi Ghinsberg was not alone in this audacious venture. He was accompanied by 3 other souls, each drawn by their own motivations to the Amazon's call. There was Marcus Stamm, a Swiss teacher, and Kevin Gale, an American photographer, both seeking their own form of adventure. The 4th member of their party was Karl Ruprechter, an Austrian who presented himself as an experienced geologist and explorer. Ruprechter claimed intimate knowledge of the Amazon, boasting of hidden gold mines and forgotten indigenous tribes. His confident demeanor and grand promises were the very catalyst for their ill-fated expedition. From the outset, the expedition was plagued by a creeping sense of unease. Ruprechter's supposed expertise quickly unraveled, revealing a dangerous lack of genuine knowledge. The group found themselves increasingly ill-equipped, their preparations woefully inadequate for the brutal realities of the Amazon. The jungle itself became an immediate, relentless adversary. They faced mounting challenges with every step: the oppressive humidity, the suffocating density of the foliage, and the constant, unseen threats lurking in the shadows. Supplies dwindled at an alarming rate, a stark reminder of their isolation. As the physical hardships intensified, so too did the psychological strain. Tensions within the group escalated, fueled by exhaustion, fear, and growing distrust. Ruprechter's behavior became increasingly erratic, his once charming facade cracking under the immense pressure. His promises of gold and easy passage dissolved into a series of misdirections and increasingly desperate decisions. The dream of discovery began to curdle into a nightmare of uncertainty. The group, once united by a shared ambition, now found itself fractured and teetering on the edge of collapse. The Amazon, with its indifferent power, seemed to amplify every flaw, every weakness. What began as an adventure had transformed into a desperate struggle for survival, with the very bonds between the men fraying under the jungle's relentless assault. The stage was set for a catastrophic turning point. The breaking point arrived with a decision that would forever alter the course of their lives. Faced with impassable terrain and dwindling hope, the group made the fateful choice to split up. This moment, born of desperation and disagreement, proved to be the catastrophic turning point. Yossi Ghinsberg and Kevin Gale opted for a different path, believing the river offered their best chance. Their plan was to construct a makeshift raft and navigate the waterways, hoping to reach civilization downstream. It was a gamble, but one they felt compelled to take. Meanwhile, Marcus Stamm and Karl Ruprechter chose to continue their journey on foot. They believed they could hike through the dense jungle, perhaps even finding the fabled gold Ruprechter had promised. Their paths diverged, sealing their individual fates. The separation was not just physical. It was a severing of their last collective hope. Each pair now faced the Amazon's immense power, with only their immediate companion for support. Little did they know, this decision would lead one man into an unimaginable solo ordeal. The river, which Ghinsberg and Gale hoped would be their salvation, quickly proved to be another formidable enemy. The jungle had claimed its first victory, setting the stage for a true test of human will. The river's deceptive calm quickly gave way to a terrifying fury. The makeshift raft, their fragile vessel of hope, was no match for the treacherous rapids that suddenly erupted around them. In a violent, chaotic instant, the raft was torn apart, scattering its occupants. Yossi Ghinsberg was thrown into the churning water, battling the powerful currents. When he finally surfaced, gasping for air, Kevin Gale was nowhere to be seen. In that terrifying moment, Ghinsberg found himself utterly alone, lost in the vast, indifferent expanse of the Amazon. The jungle closed in around him, a suffocating green wall of sound and shadow. He was adrift, without supplies, without a compass, and without a companion. The true horror of his situation began to sink in, a chilling realization of absolute isolation. His immediate battle was against the most primal of needs, hunger and dehydration. Every day was a desperate search for sustenance, a constant struggle against the gnawing emptiness within. The jungle offered little, and what it did offer was often dangerous. Beyond the internal struggle, the external threats were relentless. The constant, unseen presence of dangerous wildlife loomed over him. Every rustle in the undergrowth, every splash in the water could signal a venomous snake, a lurking jaguar, or a swarm of biting insects. Torrential downpours became a daily torment, turning the jungle floor into a muddy, impassable swamp. The relentless rain soaked him to the bone, chilling him to the core, and making every step a monumental effort. There was no escape from the elements. He encountered venomous snakes, their silent, deadly presence a constant reminder of the jungle's lethal beauty. Each encounter was a heart-stopping dance with death, a testament to the sheer volume of peril that surrounded him. But perhaps the most insidious enemy was the psychological torment of isolation. Days bled into nights, marked only by the sun's rise and fall. The silence, broken only by the jungle's cacophony, amplified his fear and despair. He was a single, fragile consciousness against an entire world. The mind, in such extreme conditions, becomes a battleground. Hallucinations began to plague him, blurring the lines between reality and delusion. The crushing weight of loneliness threatened to shatter his sanity, pushing him closer to the edge of an abyss. Yossi Ghinsberg's survival in the face of such overwhelming odds hinged on more than just luck. It was a testament to his innate resourcefulness, a primal instinct to adapt and overcome. He tapped into a wellspring of ingenuity he never knew he possessed. His determination was unwavering, a stubborn refusal to surrender to the jungle's embrace. Even when his body screamed for rest and his mind begged for release, he pushed forward, driven by an unseen force. This sheer will to live became his most potent weapon. He learned, through trial and error, the fundamental skills of survival. He discovered how to find potable water, a precious commodity in the humid expanse. He learned to distinguish safe plants from poisonous ones, scavenging for any edible morsel. Building rudimentary shelters became a daily ritual, a desperate attempt to find respite from the relentless rain and the biting insects. Each shelter was a small victory, a temporary sanctuary against the overwhelming wilderness. He relied on instincts honed by desperation, coupled with the limited experience gained from his brief time in the jungle. Every decision, every action, was a gamble, but he played the odds with a fierce resolve. His very existence became an act of improvisation. The physical toll was immense. He endured agonizing injuries, the most severe being a foot infection that threatened to cripple him. The pain was constant, a searing reminder of his vulnerability, yet he forced himself to move, to keep going. He battled despair, a dark, insidious force that threatened to consume him entirely. The thought of giving up, of simply lying down and letting the jungle claim him, was a constant temptation, yet he fought it with every fiber of his being. He clung to the hope of rescue, a fragile beacon in the overwhelming darkness. This hope, however faint, fueled his every step, every desperate cry. It was the promise of reunion, of a return to the world he knew, that kept him from succumbing. Constantly he called out for help, his voice hoarse and weak, echoing into the vast emptiness. He searched tirelessly for any sign of civilization, any indication that he was not utterly alone. Every distant sound, every fleeting shadow, held the potential for salvation. His journey was a brutal education, a masterclass in resilience, taught by the harshest of teachers. He was stripped bare of all pretense, reduced to his most fundamental self, and in that raw state, he found an unbreakable core. After 3 agonizing weeks, a period that felt like an eternity, the impossible happened. Yossi Ghinsberg, emaciated and on the verge of collapse, was miraculously reunited with Kevin Gale. Gale, who had also survived his own ordeal, had organized a search party. Their rescue was nothing short of a miracle. Orchestrated by local villagers who knew the jungle's secrets, they were pulled from the jaws of death, their survival a testament to the power of human connection and the kindness of strangers. The Amazon had released its grip, but not without leaving an indelible mark. The fate of their other companions, Marcus Stam and Karl Ruprechter, remained a haunting mystery. Despite extensive search efforts, they were never found. The jungle had claimed them, a stark and chilling reminder of its unforgiving nature. Their disappearance underscored the devastating consequences of their ill-fated expedition. It highlighted the immense risks involved in venturing unprepared into such a wild, untamed environment. The Amazon gives no second chances. Ghinsberg and Gale's survival, set against the tragic loss of their friends, became a powerful narrative of human resilience. It was a story of hope snatched from the jaws of despair, a testament to the sheer will to live. The aftermath of the ordeal was a long and arduous journey of recovery, both physical and psychological. Ghinsberg carried the scars of the jungle, but also its profound lessons. His experience transformed him, forging a deeper understanding of life, death, and the human spirit. Yossi Ghinsberg's story stands as a powerful reminder of the human capacity for survival. It illustrates the extraordinary reserves of strength, both physical and mental, that lie dormant within us, waiting to be called upon in moments of extreme adversity. His ordeal emphasizes the critical importance of preparation when venturing into the wild. The Amazon, or any wilderness, demands respect, knowledge, and meticulous planning. To underestimate its power is to invite disaster. Beyond the practical lessons, Ghinsberg's tale highlights the enduring power of resilience. It is a testament to the ability to bounce back, to adapt, and to find strength even when all seems lost. His refusal to give up, even in the face of overwhelming odds, is a beacon of inspiration. Crucially, it underscores the vital role of hope in adversity. It was the faint glimmer of rescue, the thought of returning to life, that kept him moving forward when every fiber of his being screamed for surrender. Hope, in its purest form, is a survival tool. His journey is a chilling yet inspiring testament to the dangers of the Amazon. It reveals the jungle as a place of immense peril, where life and death hang in a delicate balance. It is a world that demands respect and punishes arrogance. Yet it is also a testament to the profound, untamed beauty of the Amazon rainforest. Even in his darkest moments, Ghinsberg witnessed the raw, majestic power of nature. It is a place of both terror and wonder, a living, breathing entity that commands awe. Yossi Ghinsberg's story is more than just a survival tale. It is a profound exploration of the human spirit. It reminds us that even in the most desperate circumstances, the will to live, coupled with an unwavering belief in oneself, can overcome the seemingly impossible. It is a narrative that continues to resonate, inspiring all who hear it to confront their own challenges with courage and an unyielding heart. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. More true survival stories, just like this, coming soon.